Hello, guys. Welcome to Pitchside yet again. Thank you so much for definitely always checking out our content, sharing it, and definitely giving us your responses. I definitely appreciate. Like I keep telling you guys, it's very crucial, very very important for you to hit the subscription button as you enjoy the content on YouTube, so that we grow this family together, so that we become one big family. And also, I keep mentioning the fact that on Pitchside we definitely reach out to very very key people, very very influential people, I must say, in line with Ugandan sport, specifically Ugandan football, to have one or two things to say about the ongoing situations. As you all know, the Afcon 2025 is just a few days away, and the excitement is up there. Not in Uganda though, but of course in Morocco, where the tournament is going to be hosted. I can tell you, 24 teams are going to go to Morocco to fight for one grand prize, and that's the Afcon trophy. Today on Pitchside, I have the privilege of talking to one of the biggest musicians in Uganda, but also most importantly, a big Ugandan football fan, someone who's taken their time to push the brand, support the Cranes, support local football, and you all know this face, guys. I'm only privileged to have the one and only Bruno K on set on Pitchside today. Bruno, it's a pleasure to have you on set, and
Thank you so much.
welcome to
Thank you so
Pitchside.
much. Well, I'm happy to be on pitch side
Yeah,
today, and
yeah,
it's such also a great honor on my side to
yeah,
be among the guests for today's interview.
yeah.
I mean, the guest for today's interview. Thank you so much for having me here, pitch side.
Yeah.
I am honored.
All right, you're looking dapper in a Morocco jersey.
Yeah,
That's quite.
I got this one from my friend. He's called Sabah Shawini.
Yeah,
He's a top influencer in Morocco,
yeah.
and is one of those people that made sure that I get to Morocco and tour Morocco and see how Morocco is. Yes. So he gave me this as a souvenir.
Looks really original. Puma,
It is
and
original.
of course the logo.
It is original.
So yeah, guys, Bruno had the opportunity to go to Morocco. We all know he's definitely a top brand in Uganda, an influencer, and he managed to go out there, and I was able to see some of his content that he shared when the Cranes played Morocco. I think they're opening that stadium in Tangier, if I'm not mistaken, and you could see that the feel and excitement was out there for Moroccans and the entire Africa for the tournament to actually happen, and that is why we have him here on set to give us that feel, to explain to us the excitement of being in Morocco and how accessible it is, the weather, the food, and all of that. But before we unpack all of that, a second, yes, let's roll it back a bit, Bruno, and talk about your connection with sport. First of all, where does it come from for you? Where does sport and Bruno meet to be where you are today?
Personally, myself, I since my primary days, I've
Yeah.
been a footballer. I played football in my primary. I played football in my O level, L level. Even when campus days, I did play football. Even up to now, I still play the tough football, those 5 aside, 7 aside. I do play, though I'm not on the same fitness I was on when I was much younger.
Yeah.
Kati nkuze ntuze.
bakukyusaamukawo n'ogamba omupiira
Yeah, no,
gulaziwa.
even the endurance ntono mukonga luli twasobola kuba eddakiika osobola kuba eddakiika 15 naye kati n'eddakiika 4 okuzimalako because but it's because I don't do often those intense training workouts, but I'm a lover of football since my childhood days. I started supporting Manchester United when I was 6 years old. That shows you that I am a football lover. I've grown up loving football. I usually tell people, especially like if a lady comes into my life and she's trying to say football is boring, I tell her, never ever compare yourself to football,
So first
because you've
love.
phoned me with football. I have grown up watching football. It's part of my life. So I usually, women usually have that thing of saying, but football is boring. If you're a lady and you want to have, especially if you're a lady and you have a man who loves football, just find a way of you
Fixing
yourself
yourself.
loving football.
Yeah.
find a way, support the man's team, or else get a rivalry team. But it's better to support your man's team, go with him in the bar or everywhere, or even you want to watch games from home. That way it will be easy for you, but you cannot fight football.
You have to be in that line
Yeah, that's it.
of football.
Yes.
What has sport taught you? Because so many athletes today speak about a couple of things that they've learned from sport. You play it in your free time, but there are a couple of things that you feel you've picked out and you use in your daily life. What are those take homes you've picked out from sport as Bruno?
Sport, for example, football. I'm a footballer. Patience, endurance, never giving up. I have seen scores being overturned from 3-0 to
Four three.
4-3, 5-3. From even 4-0, I've seen teams come from 4-0 to equalize. That's a sport. You never give up. Resilience, fight hard, don't give up. That's what it has taught me, that regardless of what happens, you need to push up. If you lose today, pick up yourself, wait for the next game, fight. That's what football has taught me. Yes. So, and even in daily life, it's the same thing. Like, you have that fight hard spirit. Yeah.
That you don't give up.
Yeah.
All right, so there is you being a United fan from 6 years. There is you being so passionate about football, but then there is you connecting to Ugandan football. So where does the connection come for you and Ugandan football to have that love that you have today?
In my early childhood days, I was an SC Villa fan.
Okay.
Because my dad bought me a scarf of SC Villa. It was a blue and white scarf.
Yeah.
So that's how I selected the teams I was supporting. How I fell in love with Manchester United, they bought me a jersey with Ryan Giggs, and I said, now I'm going to support Manchester. It was a sharp
Yeah.
jersey.
Yeah.
With Uganda, it was SC Villa. But along the way, when I got older, I started to shift. I started supporting KCCA because of Alan Okello.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Alan. I like what he does. Alan made me. Actually, I started watching games. I used to go to KCCA grounds to watch Alan because I used to wonder how, as he was a small kid, and a small kid beating up bigger guys, like the way he would take them down, dribble past them,
The
score
football
goals.
brain was
I was like, I need to follow this guy. And Alan is an amazing player. So that's how I started supporting KCCA again. And then eventually Alan left and went to Paradu. And after Paradu, he went to Vipers.
yeah.
So yeah, I've been following Alan. Right now. I'm still thinking maybe I should follow him in Vipers because he's the reason why I went back to support Ugandan like teams. Like, yeah, I'm a big Alan Okello fan. Yeah, I like what he does.
Okay. Apart from Alan Okello, I know he's up there because of the talent and everything that he's done.
Yeah.
Is there any other player, maybe formerly past Crane's regime?
Khalid is my friend. Aucho,
Yeah.
captain,
Yeah.
plays very good football. Dennis, very
Onyango.
good goalkeeper. I like our new goalkeeper, Bagola. Salim.
Yes, Salim Jamal.
Salim Jamal. Oh, he's so good. He is very good. I watched his game reading. We have the future is bright. I just don't know why he didn't play the game in Morocco. Maybe you as
He had an
a sports
injury.
journalist
He
will
had
tell us.
he's still not. He was nursing an ankle injury.
Let me hope he will be around for Afcon,
Yeah, he will.
because Salim is a huge man. He has a game reading for there are quite a lot of players. I love Capradizi with how he confidence. I like him. Who else? I love the Nigerian guy because of his physique. Uche.
Uche.
Yeah, his physique.
He's well built, eh? Yeah.
He's one guy you would put in a squad and people fear him. So I think we need to have more well-built players like him. You know what those guys do in corners
Yeah.
when defenders are
Their
defending against them,
presence against
especially like you see
defender.
now. It's not easy running against Haaland. Yeah. Yeah, there's David Obua for the past players. David Obua, Fimbo, Hakim
Bruh.
Magumba, Sekaja, Jajawalu. The list is endless, man. It's endless.
That shows just how much you've invested in trying to know your teams and
Yeah.
and also your passion for the Uganda Cranes. And that takes me to the next question. The Cranes, of course, qualified to play at the Afcon, and you remember I saw you watching Chan games. When you hosted Chan,
Yeah, I did.
the World Cup qualifiers and the Afcon qualifiers. From where you're seated, what's your assessment about the Uganda Cranes now that you've watched a couple of games here at Nambole? Where do they stand? How good are they from what you've seen so far?
Our players are not bad, but you can spot out like three, four who are on that level. You would feel like okay, they are competing, but we need a solid, strong team. For example, I watched them play against Morocco. It was disaster.
It was two levels, yeah.
These guys were first of all two more fit than us, faster, stronger. They understood football than us. We were intimidated. We barely crossed the line. Leave alone these people who watched it from TV. I was seated right there watching the game, and I felt bad, because Morocco really, really humiliated us that day. I mean, I
In
was,
in every
I
department.
think I was the only Ugandan in the stadium besides the team that came from Uganda, the Fufa guys. I was in the stands putting on a Ugandan jersey with my vuvuzela supporting. I try to support. I will never give up on my country, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling our team kind of is scared of the West African teams, North African. Sorry, the if you bring Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, those teams usually embarrass our team. But if you bring Senegal, our boys will put up a fight. Ivory Coast, what? But to bring for them a North Africa team, I don't know how Coach Put is going to deal with that. Get that out of these guys' head. I mean, they are good. He just needs to get that out of the. Every time they play North African teams, we get
Do you
humiliated.
think it's also because those North African teams use the ball so well? They are confident with the ball. They
They are
just
good, but I mean, if those teams are playing teams like Nigeria, you will see Nigeria putting on up a fight, and then you put Nigeria against Uganda. You see Uganda really, 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 really giving Nigeria resistance. So what's the how come if Nigeria is playing Morocco, it's a game that you would see like, hey, this one has gone to the
yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah.
But then when it comes to Uganda playing Morocco, you feel like one side is too strong. How? Why do we put up a great fight against Nigeria, and then when it comes to Morocco, and then when Nigeria plays Morocco, you see that these teams are actually even.
I think there's a depth in a squad. You know, the quality of players. You know, in Nigeria, almost all those
Man,
guys are
I
pros.
just hope that the fear of the North African teams, they don't carry that fear to Afcon. I'll be there myself to support them again. I'll be there in Morocco. Also, this is a call to FUFA. Please think of the academies. El Cambio,
Proline.
yeah, go pick those kids up. I've seen our under 17 kids are playing well. Get those kids to the team. We need to have kids who have knowledge of football from the infant stages. By the
Up
time,
to
like you see, one of the things I was speaking to Mike Mutiama, and he told me one of the things that beat our players, like if you take them, for example, to a European club,
yeah.
is the game understanding. Someone reaches there and he's too
Green.
blank about football knowledge. When they play this pass, go here, go here, go. Those guys play systems.
Yeah.
Mm? That you find here, a kid is very talented, but doesn't know those systems. So when he goes in a game where they're playing, go here. When you play the ball here, move there, move the other side, pass the ball here.
They are figured out.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
It becomes hard. All right, that's a very good insight on the Cranes and what, of course, Bruno K thinks about the team ahead of the major tournament. But let's get to your experience in Morocco. First of all, how do you get the opportunity to go to Morocco? I know for a fact that a couple of sports journalists were gathered and taken to Morocco a few months ago, including my very own colleague Clive Chaze. And they went there to tell the story of how ready the stadiums are, the movements, and everything. How do you link up with that opportunity, and how does it come about for you to go to Morocco?
You see this program that I do called Chivozi on TikTok. This is what I'm
Yes.
going to tell people out there. Use the internet the right way. Many of you are using the internet the wrong way. That internet is a very strong tool. It's going to make you money. It's going to take you places you wouldn't have gone by yourself. So Chivozi starts airing the numbers you've already seen in numbers and the
Yeah.
influence. And this guy's from Morocco. There's a friend of mine who is a great influencer in Morocco. It's called Shawini. Sabar Shawini. He was watching. It was like, we need a guy because they were looking for guys who are influential among all those countries that have qualified. Nigeria, they went for Dike. Cameroon, they went for a guy called Stanley. Gabon, they went for a guy called Antala. DRC, they went for a guy called Sijan. So even in Uganda, when Sabri did his groundwork, he was like, if I look at internet influence, I'll need to go with Bruno K. As an artist, he's also strong on the ground of TikTok and everything. So these are the grounds these guys used to. So they emailed, they texted me, then emailed me. At first, I thought it was a joke. This is also should go to very many Ugandans. But I got so many emails.
Which twale serious.
I'm so sure there's so many celebrities that have missed out on opportunities
because of that.
they don't read emails, or maybe when they read these emails, they feel like they are faded. Yeah, that's why you see people who have managements that read emails like Eddie Kenzo. They're always moving.
Yeah, by the way, you see him in a place where you don't expect him to be.
Me, I read my email. They sent me an email. I replied it, and we started the process. They were like, "We would like to have you in Morocco, to other countries, since your country is going to be here for Afcon. Show people the beauty of Morocco and make people want to come and watch football." So, Sabir Shawini got in contact with Visit Morocco and CAF.
Yeah.
You get, it was not about even FUFA, because FUFA has all these influential people, but they haven't reached out to them. I'm still asking myself, which influential people is FUFA going to take to watch Afcon? Because you need those people to push the team,
to actually push Uganda's brand out there.
So many people were out there thinking I was there for FUFA. No, it's Morocco that actually took me.
And CAF.
Yeah, because you even saw me for the CAF Awards. I was there.
Yeah,
I went for the CAF Awards. I was in the VVIP section where there was the president of PSG, president of CAF, FIFA president, different presidents of federations, Adebayo, Samuel Eto'o. I was seated with those guys.
Asamoah Gyan.
All those guys were there. Fiston Mayele. Yeah. I was in, that's all because I have used my social media influence the right way. You get, do not take this as a light tool. People are watching your numbers. Use your numbers the right way to influence and change your life, So they reached out to me. I agreed. They did air tickets for me, booked for me. Everything was paid for by Sabir Shawini and Visit Morocco. Yeah, the whole team.
And that's how you went?
Yeah, I watched the first game of... there was a game between Nigeria and Gabon playoff. Then I watched the other one of Cameroon and DRC. All in Rabat.
All in Rabat.
Yeah, I was watching all those games because I had an access tag. I used to go to this stadium. Then after I drive to this... Morocco is a very clean country. Well developed. Actually, they are miles ahead from us in terms of development. I would like to share some news that Ugandans have not yet had. Those of you who love football, the visa to Morocco is free of charge. Yeah. If you're going to watch football, you don't even need to. Don't be duped. Let someone not tell you, I can process a visa for you. No, go to Play Store, download an app called Yalla, YALLA. It has a red icon, Yalla. Go to register for fun. There's a fun card, something.
Fun ID.
Then after you register for the e-visa. E-visa, they're going to ask for that part where you scan your passport. In front of your passport, cover your passport. Waloka cheap.
Yeah.
You scan
that.
I've applied. Kati webanga idea gundi kachipo akemaso kotekako ID yo nebagikola kino nebagiscanninga nokola kino no applying, and it takes like 4 days. Yeah, many Ugandans don't know that, because I have friends who want to go watch the game. They're like, Bruno, tugenda wa okufuna visa ze Morocco tebabba sente visa ya bwerere
mugende ku Yalla app musobola okubanga mu applying.
Yes.
So let's start with the weather. What kind of weather is there? Because people have been reading, the latest was that there are some regions where snow is falling or it's going to fall during Afcon, and then there are regions where it's going to be not too cold, but fairly, just for people to have what was your experience?
Morocco is a cold country. The time when I went there is a bit cold because they're next to Spain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's what the coldness, especially in Tangier. When I was in Tangier, it was cold. Tangier is just 5 minutes away from Spain. Yeah. So Tangier is cold.
The rest
depending on the month. Rabat is also cold. The time when I went there, Rabat, it was raining in Rabat. It's cold, but the weather is good. Just carry yourself a jumper, a jacket if you're going to watch Afcon. Carry a jumper, carry a jacket.
So that you're ready.
But the weather is so good. It's amazing. About the food, you're asking. The food is... Bro, you need to have a French translator, or, there are people who speak English in Morocco, very many of them, but it's a French-speaking country, so the menus are in French. So you either have Google, you know how to use Google Translate to translate the menu, or you call the waiter akunyonyole menu. Wanyi abantu abetumikiza tebagala kubuuza, ajja asonga ku kintu mumpe bino.
Nafune enkovu.
yakola waiter akunyonyole kiki kyoyagala okulya mugambe menu eno ginyinyonyole, what do you recommend for me to eat. And I even tried out their Moroccan food. It's nice. Baina omugati ogwo gukoza mu peanut, bagala nnyo okulya omugaati. About tourism, that country is so beautiful. When you go to Tangier has tourism sites, Casablanca, Marrakesh. They have the blue city. Just beeramu n'akasente nga bw'omanyi era ensi eri erina ebinyuma bingi. You have to carry money, because if you don't carry money,
You can't access
you're gonna miss a lot of nice things. So just carry some money on you, you know.
carry some money on you. Let's go to the stadiums. How convenient can I move from one stadium to another according to what you experienced?
In Tangier, there was a game which was in a certain stadium where there was a DRC. There was DRC versus Cameroon was in another stadium.
Yeah.
Then there was Nigeria versus Gabon.
Gabon.
So I watched both games. After Gabon, Nigeria, I went to DRC. It was swift. Traffic jam is easy. Traffic is on point. People are driving on point. Tibavuga bya kumasukanga wala biwaffe wano nti buli omu
Yeah. Then accessing the stadiums, probably
very easy. I mean, as long as you have your ticket with you. One thing I've loved about Morocco, batutobudde mu developing sports and their football sector. If you enter that stadium, there, I think it's the one where there was our game.
Yeah.
Kubanga emipiira gye Morocco gyonna bagizambira mu Tangier. Bagita Grand Stadium la Tangier. Kisaawe kyakabi almost 75,000. Kirina amataala. Kirina I'm telling
it's an
you.
experience that is worth
You
watching.
do not, if you're a football lover, please just make sure you test that experience. You will love Morocco. It's a very beautiful country. Tangier is little bit far from, like, using a car, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours
From Rabat.
From Rabat.
However, they have a train. They're called TGV, electric trains. They are very fast. Using a TGV train from Rabat to Tangier is an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. So
So
the
you can
train
run
is
through
comfortable. It's like
games.
it's more it's like you're in a plane. The train is comfortable. So you should, guys, whoever is gonna go watch the games, you're gonna enjoy the TGV trains. You'll sit in the TGV train. It's fast. From Rabat to Tangier is 1 hour. I think from Tangier, then it goes to other places, Marrakesh. I don't know. Yeah. So you'll enjoy all that experience. Whoever is gonna go to Morocco.
Here's the thing: the Afcon is going to be played in 6 cities and 9 stadiums. Rabat is the one going to host most of the games. 4 stadiums in there. There is Fez, Tangier, Agadir, and Marrakesh. So when you combine that, those are your.
Which city are we gonna be in?
Rabat.
We're in Rabat.
Yeah, Uganda is in Rabat.
Amazing.
So you're a Ugandan fan, you either fly direct to Rabat or you reach Casablanca, then you connect to Rabat. You know, those are things that
What's the
should
group she?
Tuli Group C.
Erimu teams.
Erimu Nigeria,
Abo
erimu
benjagala.
Tunisia, erimu ne Tanzania.
I just want Ugandans to learn from this. When I was there, when Morocco is playing, the whole country freezes and they go and support their team. That's why getting a ticket for the country,
It's going to be crazy.
yeah, I mean for their country, I mean they love their country passionately. They come and support. You see people from different different generations, Gen Zs, millennials, bono balaba nga bazze kuwagira team yaabwe. Those guys are so passionate about their team. When Morocco is playing, the stadium is packed to capacity.
No matter the opponent. I mean, we saw it against Uganda. So yeah, basically, the categories are out. There's 3 categories. The first one is the expensive one. There's the middle one. Then there's, the cheap one. I think the cheapest ticket for a group game is 38,000 Ugandan shillings. That's how much the government has invested. But let me ask you about the investment that Morocco has done. I mean, how have they been able, for the time you are there, how have they been able to work together and make sure they deliver such a beautiful tournament for Africa?
Morocco understood the worth of football and what football means to them. That's why you see even their under 17 team is doing good, under 20 team is doing good, their women's team is doing good. They have just understood the importance of football.
But Bruno, I want to get into your football mind now because, as you know, we are not too far away from the tournament. And when you look at the groups, I'm just probably going to read you a group and you tell me who you think is going to be, the standout person. Let's begin with Morocco, who are in Group A. Morocco, Mali, Zambia, Comoros. Who are your 2 teams that you get out of the group?
Morocco is going to get out of the group.
Yeah.
And Mali.
and Mali, ahead of Zambia, ahead of Comoros.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Group B, Egypt, South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe.
Egypt and South Africa will get out.
Egypt and South Africa.
Yeah.
Of course, Mohamed Salah and South Africa's team, we all know how experienced they are right there. We'll get to Group C because that's the group we're in. Group D has Senegal, DR Congo, Benin, Botswana.
Senegal,
Yeah.
Benin.
Senegal, Benin, ahead of DR Congo.
Senegal, Benin, Botswana, DR Congo.
Yes.
It's going to be DR Congo and Senegal.
Of course, Congo, you watch them play in that World Cup play.
Bro,
They are
Congo
coached
is the
by-
favorite to actually win that tournament.
They are coached by our former coach.
It has to be, if it's not Morocco, it will be Congo. Bro, Congo is good. Because Congo defeated one of those teams you feel that are technical. They beat a team that has Mbeumo, Carlos Baleba. I mean, they beat another one that have Victor Osimhen, and they have the best fan base. Anyone who's going to watch the Congo games, sit next to the Congolese fans. Ah, my goodness, those guys can support. They have that aura when they are supporting their team. Even they give their team confidence. Neobuzi bwaffe wano bateba Uganda abantu basirika.
Tetuwagira golo.
Mana.
Group E, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan.
Algeria and Burkina Faso, sorry.
So you're saying Algeria and Burkina Faso are the ones going through.
Yeah.
Then Group F, which is the final one, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Gabon, Mozambique.
Jesus Christ. Ivory Coast and Cameroon will get out, but all those teams are so good.
They look good. Okay, so let's go to Group C now. We have Uganda Cranes start their campaign against Tunisia. Then they take on Tanzania. Then they wrap it up against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What are our chances at Afcon 2025, according to you?
Just because I'm seeing a North African team there. But if there were other teams, I don't know how we're going to perform against Tunisia. I won't lie to you. I want our team to win, but I don't know. Because our record against North African teams is very terrible and very bad. I won't lie to you. I'm speaking as a person who understands sports. I'm being honest. Tunisia, I don't know how the game will go, but I think we can tussle out with Nigeria, even win them, or even pull up a draw. We can beat Tanzania. That's a must. So I know Tanzania is sure points. Those are 3. We are going to get them. Nigeria, we may collect a draw or a win. So the problem is with Tunisia. I do not know what will happen.
And yet it's the first game.
There, I don't know. But I pray we win. But I see if we get a draw from Tunisia, then we are definitely going to qualify with the Nigeria or Tunisia. One of those two has to go with us.
You believe the Cranes can get a result against a star-studded Nigeria team?
Of course. We have I'm telling you, like, our problem is the North African teams. These other teams, even if you filled up the Ivory Coast with Amadi Diallo, we shall still defeat them, my friend. Hey.
So you're confident about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough of the groups and who you think is making it through. Maybe your take on who wins overall. Who do you think is winning?
I'm going to give you 4 teams. I'm thinking the people should watch out. DRC Congo, very good team. Watch out for it. Number 2, watch out for Morocco, the hosts. Very dangerous team. Watch out for Ivory Coast and Senegal. One of the winners of the Afcon is among those teams.
South Africa is not there.
No. They play good football, but they usually lose it. Like you saw even now, we beat them in Chan. They usually either they get off focus. I don't know what happens to their team.
Something happens. All right. Thank you very much on your take on who you think will win it. The CAF Awards experience. So many people don't have the opportunity to mix and mingle with the elite of African football. And you are there, you caught up with Fiston Mayele, you caught up with so many other top,
The owner of PSG, he was next to me. Like, me, I was just starstruck when I saw him.
Yeah.
I didn't pull up my phone. I just was, this guy
And
owns
he's a calm
PSG.
guy and
Very simple and down to earth guy.
Yeah.
Hankraf Hakimi, I saw him. He just passed by me like this. But that experience is amazing. You know, if I speak of CAF Awards, it's more like, just imagine an artist attending MTV Africa Awards, Grammy Awards. That's how it feels. This is the epitome of awards in African football. So it was a great honor. I know very many sports journalists that would kill to attend an event like that, and very many footballers that haven't attended. But me, I got a chance to attend it thanks to my influence, thanks to my name, and using my internet right. Like I told you, You have numbers. How are you using your numbers?
It's
Use
very,
them the
very
right
important.
way.
So Bruno, how after that experience, how do you come back home and guide the people who are running football in Uganda in relation to the experience that you had? What are some of the things you picked up from it?
Professionalism has to be number one and key in everything you do. The people of Morocco don't play with professionalism. They are professional to the core. They don't do substandard things.
In every sense,
Yeah.
branding,
From
arrangements.
when you're entering the games, you see a lot of organization, security top notch, sound top notch, lighting top notch. Everything is on point. People in Morocco keep time. Let me tell you, the train almost left me in Rabat. The
Yeah.
train from Rabat to Tangier because I thought, let me do my Ugandan thing. 2 minutes late, bro. When it's 10 a.m.,
It's
the
living.
train leaves. You gotta be there. This is what I'm gonna tell Ugandans who are watching Afcon. That train will leave you if you bring your Ugandan latecomer thing. You be there. If the train is at 10 a.m., be at the train station 9:30. Prepare. Start walking towards the train from 9:30. They close the gates at 9:50. So when you come 9:55, the gates are closed. The train is preparing to move. That's how Morocco people are strict. When it comes to time, they don't play with time. They're too professional to the core. They mind about quality, not quantity. I think that's what our people here should look at. Abantu bano baagala nnyo okuba enjawulo. And they end up producing substandard things.
Bayitawo nnyo.
Bakigera abantu baba kufulumisa budget y'okuorganizinga ceremony ne bagikutula budget egenda otuuka nga tekyayinako na oyinza gy'organizinga nga ka ceremony okatunya you get. But we try, but to what level?
We should do more.
To the people watching out there. Mugenda genda in Morocco, mugenda laba.
Ekintu kya entertainment and football, I'm sure you saw it at the CAF Awards. How those two are married. Do you think there is a need to, have an improvement here? Is it better here? Is it close? Because you see, we've had games at Nambole, and maybe you feel like the entertainment bit is done. After the game is done, there's a separate party or something like that. How do you think fans can have an experience at a football game or at a ceremony that is football related, but there is...
One thing I told you, Morocco, it doesn't take things light. They know that we Africans love entertainment. We love music. It's part of us. There's no way you can separate music and football. It's part of it. So it has to be there. So they should wait. Let's wait and see the surprises. CAF usually wants to surprise, but they don't want to mention the people going to be performing, but they will surprise us. I know they will have a good lineup. And you'll have massive entertainment there. Yeah.
But for Uganda, do you think the experience has been done better, or is there a need for it to improve?
We have to improve. Lighting, lights up. The light work.
There is someone intentionally.
The digital work in the stadium, my friend. You would feel like, I'm at the Bundesliga game, I'm at the Premier League game, I'm at an Italian league game. That's the standard these guys have put it at. Nambole tetuli bubinyo, but toyina okwongeramu ku bintu ng'amataala ebyo sinaba kubirabako ne tutuuka ne bazikizaamu amataala waliwo bireke Nambole bazanyisaamu amataala gafu mpozi kino ekisaawe kye Hoima kye bazimbye ekipya
era tetunagendayo.
So let's wait and see, but I'm very sure our federation is going to go to Morocco, but again they will have pick things to pick from. So many of them.
Of course, the tournament is a few days away. What should people expect from Bruno K? You said you're going to be in Morocco.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Morocco.
What are some of those things that you're looking forward to do?
Meeting up with my fellow Ugandans. I imagine my fellow Ugandans this time round. Newado wachi ya leader. I am leading the people going to support Uganda. Kati wentuke Morocco ngina kusoka ne Jacob ne byokuba omuyimbi ndi muna Uganda. That's what I did when I was in nze nafuwa vuvuzeranga aba Morocco bali emitwalo nga 8 niga bona banega ono musajja abadde I was shouting Allah, and I was calling everyone. I think the only player who noticed me was Travis Mutiaba, the Nigerian guy noticed me, he waved at me. Khalid also noticed me, Aucho the captain, he waved at me. I'm a big fan of his. I thought of bringing Alan Okelo, and he says hello to his fans, Kuchibozi. And even when I went to Morocco, I thought I would see him. But I think I will see him because now I talked to Captain Khalid. I will speak to even you yourself, you're here. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to, make that happen before the team goes to...
Yeah, but what the Ugandan fans that are going to Morocco should know, I am your leader.
Official cheerleader.
Yes. Era ngina kubeera wali ku front line. tulina okuwagira tiimu yaffe paka last. Tugenda kusooka tulageko aba Nigeria, tulageko abe Tunisia, bwe tuva mu group eyo tulumbe group endala. We have to push our team. What I saw from those Congolese, if our Ugandan team can bring that same vibe, why tulina vibe? Just lwakuba tukowa mangu.
Tulina vibe by the way.
Singa bawagira kubanga one of the things that pushed Congo okuba ezo team aba Congo bawagira omupiira.
They don't give up.
So this time I want the Ugandan fans, we shall meet in Morocco. Tunyala in a meeting. Tulabe engeri gye tugenda okuwagira tiimu yaffe nga tetuzikiza, tuwagire tusindika abaana baffe tukuba omulere smile. I don't know if people are going to fly out and they go and watch the team.
I mean ebintu by'okutambula mwesangayo. Bruno waze, nawe tabu waze, kirungi ne mutandikirawo. But the fact that you've come through on pitch side and called up Ugandans, because it's a platform where so many local football fans always gather to catch up on content. Ugandans now know what's up. They know they have to go and support the team, and also the picture that you've shared. It's a good experience. If you tell someone that you're going to access the stadiums, there's no.
The other thing people should know is Morocco is a safe country.
Anyways, thank you very much, Bruno, for coming through. I appreciate your time, sir. Pitchside appreciates that you've come through and given us your experience of Morocco. We can't wait to be down there in that country, which is the home to the Atlas Mountains. So guys, as always, thank you very much for always being on Pitchside. Don't forget to subscribe and watch out for this very exciting interview with Bruno K that we've just done. It's definitely going to be really exciting. So yeah, keep it Pitchside. Cheers.